just out here and about, just thinking that, hey, I haven't went live in a minute. So I just was like, yeah, fuck it, let's go live. And I really don't have all that much to talk about. I happened to stumble across me a Crunchyroll account about, what was it? It's been about a week ago. And I've been making absolute use of the thing. Let's see, what animes have I been getting caught up on? Let's see, rewatching Shangri-La Frontier third season? Yeah, third season, because I think Hulu had the first two seasons. Still, just a fun anime to watch. I still enjoy the fights. I'm catching things on, what is this, my second watch through of that? Second or third. But I'm catching things on it that it's like, okay, maybe there was a little bit more lore than I initially thought there was. And yeah, it's been really good. Fights are still absolutely amazing though in it. But I tell you what I've absolutely been enjoying watching has been Dr. Stone. It's been like a slow trickle of where to find that, and I don't ever feel like going back to it half the time, and it got weird. Well, it didn't get weird, it just got boring. But I don't know, something about like starting in season 3. Yeah, I'm like catching up on a bunch of season 3s. So like season 3 being the New World and Ryusui, the captain, or the selfish kid. I absolutely love his character. Holy crap. He has been such a breath of fresh air to be added to that cast. Like, he's been so good. Like, he's been pushing them further. He's been kind of more of the heart of the show. And I love that he kind of took over the show from not Sukuna. That's not JJK, it's freaking Dr. Stone. He took over from Tsukasa. No, damn it, I can't remember the main character's name. See, that's how good Ryusui is. That and being been watching it in dub, with it being the voice of my boy Bakugo from My Hero Academia, that's been another plus. But he's just been a really good character, really good voice actor. And it's like every time they need something new to be done, he's the go-to guy. And it's been awesome to watch. I mean, let's see, they needed a captain to fly a hot air balloon. He was the guy to go to. They needed someone to fly a drone. Guy to go to. They needed someone to, I'm saying, like, he has been the guy to go to over the last 2 seasons for everything. And then his character on top of that has been great. Like, at first he's made to sound like he's a overly snobbish, stuck-up prick. But then you start to find out that he's greedy for all the right reasons, I guess you could say. That he wants everybody to succeed, and he knows how to do that. And it was really good when they really interesting when they brought Tsukasa back, and they thought they were going to like clash. But even though that him and Tsukasa haven't really interacted that much in the last 2 seasons, it's nice to see that, they do get along. Although I still feel there's going to be a clash to come at some point. but he really has been the main character for the show. Like there was a big shift from who the main character was going to be, or who the main character has been. Season 4 was interesting too, although not as interesting as like they kind of speed ran the season, because it's like, okay, you find out who this new doctor is, and you find out that, oh, this is Senku. There we go, and I finally remembered his name. You find out that, oh, it's Senku's science mentor that really taught him how to explore science, and they just kind of diverged past where he's like, what is it, the Dr. Zeno is kind of a cynic just because he grew up in the old world, and his science was hindered by the fact that he needed money, and he was like a puppet on a string, which they depict that quite a bit. Which, I mean, it makes a lot of sense, you know, to be that cynical and then just be like, well, I'm going to be a mad scientist and just, yeah, I want to take over the world because I'm smarter than the rest of you and I can do it now. But I did like that Senku. There's too many people with S names, and I feel that's intentional. But the fact that Senku was like, yeah, that doesn't really interest me. I just love science. Like, he still has that very childish mindset because of the way that he was able to be introduced into science and the way he got to do his experiments, where he wasn't really hindered. And it really is interesting to see that and see how, even though that in season 4 that Senku and his group weren't as far along as Zeno's group, Zeno was a lot more like, Zeno pretty much imposed restrictions on himself based off of the old world, the way the old world worked, whereas Senku was like, I get to do whatever I want. So I mean, that was nice to see, like, all the clashing of the ideas. But like I said, the whole 4th season was kind of speed ran, because I mean it was, once they captured Zeno, it was a chase to try to get him back. But it was interesting to see the different dynamics in the group, whereas Zeno's group fully relied on him, and there was no one that he could rely on. Because without Zeno, it was like the group kind of failed. And the only other one was, what was it, Stanley? His bodyguard, best friend, lover. I don't know, there was a lot of tension there. But I mean, there was that. Whereas it's like you see the difference in Senku's group was that he relied on everyone, and he built everyone up, and he got people that helped to build everyone up. So I mean, it was very interesting to see the different dynamics. What's up, Mr. Cliff? How you doing? Streaming and driving and looking at chat. It's all bad, man. It's all bad. Like, everything about what I do is bad. I mean, I'm not streaming for long. It's just kind of, you know, thoughts on the head. And look, no hands. But yeah, I mean, it's a thing. I mean, if they don't want us to do it, they shouldn't be able to put this technology in our hands like this. But, you know, I'm fully able to do it because I'm really not paying all that much attention to the phone. My peripherals just barely see something. And if something comes up, hey, I'll shout it out. But my first and foremost thing is to pay attention to the road and make sure I'm not hurting anybody and I am in the slow lane going slow. Actually, this helps me drive a lot better than if I was just sitting here paying attention to the road, because I'd be speeding. I've done like triple digits trying to treat it like it's the freaking Autobahn or something. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't going to stream all that long. I was just going to do it till I get to my destination, because I haven't streamed in a minute. What shows are you talking about? Watched One Piece. Nice, man. Oh yeah, season 2 just started of One Piece. As the meme goes. No, I was just talking about some of the Crunchyroll stuff that I've been watching since I found that subscription. I was talking about Dr. Stone and how I think it was around. I don't think I really was all that interested in it after when season 2 started, and it's one reason why I haven't gone back to it, and I just kind of let it sit, because I didn't really like season 2. The whole Stone World War arc, whatever you want to call it, was just boring to me. But they brought it back around with season 3, where it started being more about the experiments and trying to get back on track to finding out and about the petrification, and it definitely got a lot better in season 3. Like it picked it back up. Like I said, the whole Stone War arc is just boring to me. Like, I mean, it's cool, the fighting and stuff like that, but it just didn't really interest me. And I mean, they still have fights, but I think the pacing of season 3 and 4 is a lot better. And like I was just saying, my favorite character in the show gets introduced in season 3. Well, he became my favorite character in season 3, and that was Ryusui. Which was a spoiled rich kid that introduced a lot of new or old world concepts. But on top of it, he's just a really good character to get introduced. To me, he really, because his personality is so big, and the fact that they also used the voice actor for Bakugo from My Hero Academia to voice him, just gives him that big personality. Like I didn't really look it up until I got to season 4 to find out who that was, but it really works for the character, and I think that dude's probably found his niche as far as what type of characters I think I would like to see him play. But yeah, Ryusui being introduced in season 2 or season 3 was just it was something that it needed, and he becomes a very big part of the show. So much so that I think I would say he even takes over the main character role, if you ask me, because like I was saying, he every time they need something, he is the character to go to. Like, they got to a point of the development, it looks like, of the show, or not the show, but just technology wise in the show, that it's just natural for him to be the MC, because like I said, he's doing everything. They needed someone to sell a ship. He can sell ships. They need someone to pilot a hot air balloon to survey the land. He can pilot that. They needed someone to pilot a drone that they created. He's the one that can do that. And he's just, and then, like, even the things that he's not very proficient at, he has some kind of skill that can match what they need because of him being such an uber rich child of privilege, that he got to experience so much, and he was so greedy that he was much like Senku, but instead of being so focused on the science of it, he just became this kind of renowned playboy, I guess you could say. And he just he learned to do he learned so many practical skills that it's an interesting character to see. Yeah, I don't know what the equivalent of a male Mary Sue is, but it is like he can do everything, but there's still things that he cannot do, and he realizes that. Like, he's not, they didn't make him, it's funny, it's like he's a good type of conceited, to where he gets to, you get to like him, and he also becomes very helpful to the group. Like, I couldn't imagine the group in the show right now without him, because he's so pivotal to their success that if they ever take him out of the group for whatever reason, because I mean, they've done it with a few people, and I do like the way the show progresses, especially in season 4. Like, by the end of season 4, like, I really liked how that ended up. It's really cool. Jerry Bob. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like I said, he is like an everyman. He can do everything, and it's really, really cool to see. But it's like he can do everything, but he is not. It's a well-written character, I can say that. Like, he can do everything, but he's not looking to try to do everything and he's not putting anyone down while he's doing it. He's trying to build everyone up. And that's what I really like about the show. Like, Dr. Stone has always been very interesting on the amount of positivity that you can get from humanity, you can get from people. It's what I would call a childlike mindset of the world, to where, you have all this potential in front of you, but you can't, like, as adults, we realize the roadblocks that are put in front of us, and it gets very depressing. And that's really that's what season 4 kind of shows. It shows the difference in the Dr. Zeno, who grew up and experienced all those roadblocks and really created his own roadblocks in season 4 to keep him from really succeeding, but also helped push past where Senku was in his, but also being a child. But yeah, it's a good show, man. I really suggest checking it out. I think anyone could watch Dr. Stone and just connect with it. I think there are plenty of themes there that people can enjoy. There's plenty of characters with different personalities that you're gonna get attached with somebody. One of my favorite things is that even though I like Ryusui, and even though I like Senku, and I like, there's always a main character that you want to attach to, I like that the main characters are not all powerful. Like, in this sense, it's like, yeah, there are people that you have that are strong, and they do battles and fights, but everyone has a role to play in some way or form, and it kind of gets, I'll say it kind of gets beaten over your head that not any one person can accomplish everything. Like, as smart as Senku is, he understands that he doesn't have the raw power to achieve his goals that he's looking to achieve. So he recruits people to help him create the things that he needs to create. The people that don't have the brains to create his stuff understand that they need Senku to come up with the ideas and to give them the roadmaps. And it's, like I said, it's just a really good show that I would suggest people really check it out. Give the first season a shot, because I don't think there's going to be much, like, there's not much change in between seasons other than season 2, which is, the science is still there, like I was saying, but it's way more action oriented, because, like I said, it's the Stone War arc, and but something about it's just, I don't know, it's not good to me. It's kind of like with Frieren, when you kind of get to the whole mage exam stuff, and I know there are people that like the mage exam. I like the animation in the mage exam, but that's not why I was watching Frieren. I actually just started season 2, and I'm so happy that season 2 kind of got back to that storytelling, that slow pacedness that I was enjoying. Like, Frieren's such a chill anime, and although maybe a little too chill, but I do like what season 2 got back to. That, for me, the low point was definitely the mage exams. That was just a slog to me. And I mean, like I said, don't get me wrong, I love my action anime. I'm rewatching Shangri-La Frontier, 3rd season again, and I mean, that's nothing but action, but I am finding more story elements that I enjoyed. But it was fun. Like, just so much fun. I gotta get back to watching Ronin Warriors too. You watch it for Yubel? I mean, she was in it for like 5 minutes, man. But now I still really enjoy the love story that's developing with Fern and Stark. And I do like Fern's voice actress in English in the Americas. She's got a really good voice. I can't remember who it is though right now. You live the meme of I can fix her. But yeah, that's been good. Was catching up on Tojima Wants to Be a Common Writer as well. Again, another great English voice cast. I was watching it in Japanese, but I've been lazy with wanting to watch that stuff. And honestly, I get through anime a lot faster if I'm watching it in dub. Just because I don't have to pay as much attention, but I have to hit my criticism as well of that. If I'm not watching the show, but just listening to it, am I really watching it? Yeah, the dubbing has actually been really good on a lot of the shows that I've been watching lately. I'm actually going to, let's see, yeah, I'm going to pick up and watch Solo Leveling again with the wife. I mean, it's another one of those shows I don't have to pay any attention to it. I just have to watch it. It just has to be on for the most part. That's the other thing too, is that with the wife, I can't exactly watch subs with her. It's not that she can't read them, it's that you can't watch subs with people, right? Because everyone reads at a different pace and they'll understand things differently, and people are going to miss things, and it just becomes a real pain to try to watch with people. So it's like, hey, let's just watch it in the English, in the language that we can all understand. I will say there. Okay, so I've given Crunchyroll a lot of shit over the years, and well-deserved shit, because Crunchyroll is absolute garbage as far as a service goes. And maybe this is just because of the tier level that I have, so I don't have to watch the same commercial 10 times in a row. But so no commercials has been great. None of the pop-ups from a website have been great. So these are already positives of why I would say pay for it. But another thing that they have that I find really interesting, and I didn't know this, and I don't remember if I've ever heard anybody say that they've had these, but they had the stage plays on Crunchyroll. Like, dude, like 2-hour stage plays. And I'm sitting here just going through shows, trying to find some of the movies and stuff, seeing what they have, which they're the only ones that I know that have the Dragon Ball superhero movie in English. Watched that again last night. That's another just fun thing to watch. But the stage plays, like, I want to go watch, or I've got the Chainsaw Man stage play queued up to watch at some point when I get another moment to calm down. Like this week, I've been kind of lazy with work, but I'm so on board with trying to check out some of the stage plays they have on there. Like they got the Kimetsu no Yaiba stage play, the Chainsaw Man stage play. I think JJK's stage play was on there as well. So it's just like, cool. Not that they're going to be great, but I mean, it's something that I don't know any other service that has the stage plays. And you know, we were talking this past Monday about how an actor thinks that you know, people don't look at opera or stage shows anymore, or won't go to them. Like, while we were saying, like, yeah, they're overly expensive and stuff for somebody to, the common person, to go watch, you know, you've got stuff like that in Japan that I feel still very prevalent in trying to stay with the times. Like, we're not doing shit like, you know, we were talking about, like, I got Mamma Mia coming to one of the places up here in Chattanooga. And that's an insanely old show that we're still trying to milk for all it's worth, right? I'm not going to go watch it. I don't even know anything about it. I think there was a movie about it, maybe. I don't know. I know it's like just one of those shows that has been around forever. Like, there's so many shows that have been around forever. Like, we don't try to bring new shit to the stage. It's like it's all the same old stuff. Like, how long has Cats been around, right? So I mean, that was another thing that we could have explored that I wasn't thinking about at the time. I was just thinking about the cost of it. But I am curious about the cost of those. And then you have like one of the oldest things in Japan called Rakugo, which there should be a anime coming about just that. But I mean, that's another big thing. And that's something else that's to talk about. I don't know too much about it. I just know it's like you tell the same stories over and over and over, and it's like, but you tell it different ways. Like there's a cool guy, an American guy that does Rockago that I found on what was it? Not X, Twitter, not Twitter. X and Twitter are the same thing. That I found on what you call it? What's that short form? I don't even use it that much anymore. Um, TikTok. There we go. Yeah, there is. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, I know Mamma Mia is just one of those like big ones that hit the masses. Yep, TikTok. I don't know why I couldn't remember it. I don't really, dude. Funny enough, I, I was probably addicted to TikTok because I was on there every day. I was posting more on there than I was posting anywhere else, and it was just very like a lot of views, but very little traction. I would say. Like I still don't dislike TikTok, but it definitely did help me with posting more often and doing more short form stuff, which short form stuff is, I mean, it's here to stay. People want short form videos. They want like while they're sitting there and they got a few minutes, like bring up TikTok or bring up a Facebook short or a YouTube short, whatever you might have it. But yeah, man, it's there's surprisingly though too that the short form stuff has made it to where subs don't really matter anywhere anymore. It's like it is all about views. It's kind of getting more back to the content and not about the amount of people that subscribe to you. And I know that, for some of us old heads, it's been around for a long time where it's like subscribing really mattered a lot. It really doesn't matter all that much anymore. It's like, can you be the best in your niche to get recommended by people or to get recommended by what people want to see, right? And a lot of it's just like I was watching Gary V. Or Gary, I can never pronounce his last name, but he's like that like motivational speaker, business speaker. You'll see him pop up every now and again, and he's like all over every one of my feeds. But he's kind of out there, but I like him. I like his energy that he brings. I like some of the stuff that he says, and like dude's just real with people. And I don't know how true this is, but it was interesting to hear at the same time. And like, it was another one of those things. It's like, why are your videos not doing good? Well, 90% of people's videos are selfish. Basically, it's like, oh, look at me, talk about me. And it's like, it kind of makes sense. It's like, people don't want to hear everything about just you, even though it's like there are people that want to listen to your thoughts. Like a lot of people that I follow, I want to listen to what their thoughts are, not what somebody else's thoughts are. Still not a fan of shorts, but I do get that it's what people see. I mean, I get it. I mean, it's I do get it. Like it's like the idea of a 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute video, or even a 5 minute video. It's like, can you really get your point out in that amount of time? And it's kind of like any craft, right? It's like you need so much to happen in that short amount of time. And it's like you need to hook the audience in the first 30 seconds. You need to get your point across. and probably the next 30 seconds. Then you need to argue what the masses are saying, and then you also need to kind of make a conclusion. And like it's all going to be entertaining for that entire period. And not only that, it's like, did the people understand it and get it? So, and I get I get what you're saying, because there's people on TikTok that I'm just like, it's not even about, like, their content's not even all that great, but what they do good is they are able to keep the audience engaged through the entire bit of their video. And a lot of it's yelling, a lot of it's doing overreactive stuff. Like even this right here, me keeping my hands and keeping motion going on in the screen. You know, it does a reset of the brain. Like the amount of psychology that actually gets involved in some of these videos is actually very, very interesting. Um, doing videos where it's like, okay, so I'm in a car, and then like say I did a cut to where I'm sitting in an office setting, and then I did a cut and say I've just got a blank wall behind me, you know, but you're constantly talking throughout that subtle change of backgrounds is something that people will do, and it'll keep one engaged to their entirety of the video. A lot of people like to do the text underneath it. That's a cheap way to do it. There's a few people that I watch that do that, but I don't know. To me, the text doesn't keep me engaged. Like I see it, I read it, but that's not what's keeping me engaged. What's keeping me engaged is what they say. But I tell you, dude, I've used Chat GPT so often that when I see somebody just literally reading a Chat GPT script that was almost word for word and they didn't put any effort into it, it becomes very obvious to me these days. Now, when I say I use it, I will use it for ideas. I will use it to help make a script, but I will read it, but I won't read it verbatim. And then if I think something can be better, I will change it. Like it's a process, right? You use your process. You use Chat GPT, and the other AI tools to help get you through a video, but you don't need it to be the entirety of your video. And I think that's what people miss when they come to using it. But I knew it was going to happen, because people will use those AI tools as crutches, because it's like, hey, I've got an idea for a video, or I've got something that I want to do. I need to make a video today. Chat GPT, let's just, hey, what's popular going on today, and create me a 30-second script. But yeah, it's it does get annoying, especially when I hear it. And then it's like, you know, you'll have, I don't know if you've seen it, but I'll see shorts videos where it's like, hey, they'll have an entire script, and they'll have the AI read the script, and then they'll have an AI generate all the visuals for that video. So it was like AI. But those videos will do like multiple hundreds of thousands of views. And it's insane to see. But, you know, a lot of the stuff's not really, it's kind of crazy to think that they do that or get those many views. But I mean, there's people that are obviously liking them. And I mean, I do watch some stuff like that. Like it'll get crazy. Like I've seen videos where it's like, what is it? What's one? The Wendigo or whatever, Wendigo, and it's like a whole like just simple lore about it, and it's just got simple little AI generated movements for the picture, and it'll I'll sit there and I'll listen to the whole thing just because I'm like, okay, that was kind of it. Like, why did I just sit there and watch all of that, right? But yeah, it's a. I love AI as tools, and I love using them as tools. But for crutches, I can't stand it. You know, like I used it for what is it? I used ChatGPT for all of about 6 months, really, to really help like get some ideas down and test it. But then it just, I don't know. At some point, I got to a point that I was like, I don't need Chat GPT to help me with a lot of this stuff anymore. Like my my thoughts come a lot faster in videos these days. A lot of things that I'll be sitting here door dashing and I'll be watching a video or I'll watch an anime and I'll see something interesting and I pretty much already have the script down in my head before the video is even really over, because it's like you only need one interesting topic, right? And then you just need to build off of that interesting topic. And again, while it's like, yeah, it's like a 3 minutes for YouTube, 10 minutes for TikTok, and then I don't even know if there's a limit on Facebook. But it's like you use those and you build on them, and you think, did my point get across? Would this be something that not only I would watch, but would it be something others would watch? But in any case, man, I think I'm done because I've been sitting here in this gas station for a hot minute now, and I need to pump gas and really get my days started. I can't make money sitting around. But Cliff, man, thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna end it. Definitely hit me up, man. I think either this weekend or Monday we can record that next episode of the podcast. I just need to nail that down because like I said, I've been a little lazy this week, so I need to go a little bit heavy on dashing this week. But dude, thank you for dropping by. And how do I end these again? I think it's just this. Dude, yeah. But you take it easy, man.